In the early 1930s, many Jews found it increasingly difficult and dangerous to live in Germany as Hitler and his Nazi party exercised control. In 1939, a little over 900 Jews boarded the SS St. Louis in hopes of going to Cuba to find sanctuary.
Sit. Oh. Your debriefing officer was pleased by the amount of information you brought back.
I thank the Herr Commander.
The assignment on your next voyage is even more important. Do you know your destination?
Yes, the captain told us. A capacity cruise to Havana, Cuba.
Did he tell you the nature of your passengers?
No.
They are all Jews. Some even from concentration camps.
They're being allowed to leave?
It was arranged by Dr. Goebbels himself.
Jews?
This humanitarian voyage will be the perfect smokescreen. Since so many of our cells have been discovered, all significant material is being channeled through Miami to Cuba. On your arrival there, you will go ashore, mingling with the passengers, and contact Hoffman. He's our chief agent in Havana. Any questions? Yes, man, speak.
Yes, no. I mean, this is clear, quite clear. But...
Yes, but what?
These Jews, they have been given official permits?
That is not your concern. All attention will be focused on them, not on you.
I mean, these people, they are passengers.
It will be offensive to you to serve them?
Extremely offensive, Admiral.
I see.
It's a violation of all party principles.
Now listen to me, you fool. This is not an exercise in philosophy. You've been recruited by the intelligence service and given a mission. Your only concern will be to carry that out successfully and without question.
Forgive me, sir, I only meant...
What are your relations with your Captain Schroeder?
I mistrust him. He refuses to join the party.
That's the very reason he was chosen to captain this voyage. He's above suspicion.
Yes, but the Gestapo has ordered me to observe him.
Then observe that you will avoid any direct confrontation.
I understand.
Now, report to your briefing officer.
Try to ignore the news. Please, we have a suitcase missing. It's a very important suitcase. Please. Suitcase. Everything we own was in that suitcase.
It'll be sailing right across the sea in a big ship. Just listen to the band, isn't it fine? And your father will be waiting. He's been in Havana for such a long time, just waiting for you.
Why didn't you come too, Mutti? Don't you want to come?
For God's sake, lady, can't you ever tell them the truth?
Which truth would you like me to tell them, The one about why I am staying or the one about why they must go? Huh? Now, you must be a brave girl, too, or you'll make me cry.
Come along, girls.
Not yet, ma'am. Please.
You've said goodbye.
Now, I bet you can't run to the top of the gangway on your own.
Yes, I can.
Go.
What's me, Mutti?
Take care of it. And remember that I love you both, always. Try not to forget me.
it was so hard to bear, you would have gone with them.
Bastard.
I'm from the Ministry of Propaganda. I have orders to photograph these people.
You have no authority here. You will either leave or be shown away.
Sir? Cabin 373 D-Deck.
Steward?
I found it myself. That's yours.
I really do feel like a clown.
You look wonderful.
Everything is in order, Dr. Chrysler?
Professor.
Joseph! Aaron. I ran away and left you. I thought they had taken you. I didn't know what to do. I came here. I stood outside the gates all night.
Joseph, I never thought I would see you again.
I was first in the morning.
Joseph.
Would you mind, please?
Prepare to start engines, Mr. Coleman.
Are we leaving? Really leaving?
Leaving. And on time. Now, we Germans are always on time.
Will we ever come back?
It's only a temporary madness. Of course we come back.
Murderers or shooters!
pleasant one, dearest. Well, the nightmare's nearly over, dearest. And at any rate, the climate will be better for you in Havana. Do you think that we shall like it in Havana?
Yes, I think so. We'll like it. You know, to go, to travel somewhere, anywhere, is sometimes enough.
Touched your caviar, Mr. Rosen. Don't you care for it?
My husband and I aren't very good sailors, Doctor.
Ah. Well, then you come and see me. I can give you something to help.
Excuse me, sir. To follow, will you have the duck or the veal? Roast duckling, veal maranga.
I do not wish to make any problems.
No problem, sir. Just as you wish.
Whichever is easier.
I think they'd like the veal. Yeah?
Anything.
Won't the captain be joining us?
I'm afraid you'll have to make do with me.
You care to dance, Miss Rose?
It's a romp, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I don't know how to do that.
No, it's very simple. You just follow the music.
Why, she's dancing with one of them.
She doesn't understand about that car, please. It's a wonderful night. Why don't you try to enjoy it? How it could be any better than this in first class.
We may find out.
How do you mean?
Well, the purser asked us if we'd like to take care of two little girls traveling alone, but taking care of it's like looking after two little girls.
We said he should ask you, Mrs. Finechild.
Oh, I'd love to. I miss my own so much. We got them out 6 months ago. They're waiting for me in Havana. Oh. Oh, I would be so happy to see. Of course, my husband is still in Germany.
Let's hope he'll be able to join you soon.
Yes, let's drink.
Doctor. I'm sorry, Professor. I heard you lecture on clinical pathology at Berlin University about 2 years ago. It was a privilege.
Thank you.
It must have been more than 2 years ago. And then I was replaced as the head of my clinic and forbidden to lecture.
But how did you manage?
Pardon me?
How did you live to survive?
Oh, you know, the human race, and my branch in particular, has a unique capacity to survive. I lost my clinic, but I'm still a doctor.
But you were permitted to treat your own people.
Yeah. But even the Aryan SS can suffer from some blood disease.
You treated the SS?
I'm a doctor, not a politician.
So?
But you're a lawyer. I'm sure you are familiar with the Hippocratic Oath.
Yes, but there are limits.
As a doctor, I'm obliged to treat anyone who asks me for my medical help, wherever it may be. Strange enough, my last patient was the father of an SS captain. In return, he treated us with very much kindness. You see, life is never black and white.
For some of us, Professor, life is more simple. The people you treat are my husband's enemies. I enjoyed your waltz.
If we can be of help, please call on us.
Excuse me, Mrs. Rosen. Would you like a hot drink?
Carl? Carl? Would you like a hot drink?
Miss Rosen?
There is a company rule that forbids members of the crew to use passenger areas. You're breaking that rule.
I'm authorized by Director Holthusen to use the social hall when and if it's reasonable.
You think it reasonable to destroy the goodwill of this voyage by causing embarrassment to the passengers?
Embarrassment to the passengers? There's no law that forbids us to sing party songs, surely?
Get out. Get out, all of you. From now on, the passenger areas are out of bounds to all members of the crew, except on duty. Get out!
What exactly does mean?
Huh?
Does it register?
Yes, it registers. Here, give him one of those every 4 hours.
Just one, thank you, Doctor.
Well, at least your condition remains stable, Professor.
It's nice to know that I'm dying in a stable condition.
Moritz, dear.
You're not dying, but you have been under a great deal of stress.
Oh? I saw my books burned, my home defiled. We had to hide from people we thought were our friends. I guess you could call that stress.
You don't have to hide any longer.
Thank you, Doctor.
We don't have to hide any longer.
Und jetzt auf der großen Sprungschanze macht Nummer 33 seinen ersten Sprung. Oh, ein schwerer Fall. Aber nein, alles scheint gut zu sein. Jetzt sehen wir einen der jüngsten deutschen Springer, der noch im Training den olympischen Rekord geschlagen hat. Wieder ein vorzüglicher Sprung.
It's taken me an hour to get my ma to go to sleep.
It's so long since we were allowed to go to the cinemas. I feel quite excited.
Dass Nummer 33 nicht verletzt ist und seinen zweiten Anlauf machen wird. Nochmal ein guter Sprung. Aber was ist das? Naja, immerhin eine bequeme und vor allem sichere Art zu landen. Als nächstes zeigen wir Ihnen das große Slalomrennen.
Wir haben Ihren Kampf in Deutschland im Reiche mit der heißesten Anteilnahme verfolgt. Wer Sie geschlagen hat, hat uns geschlagen. Wer Sie geschmäht hat, hat uns geschmäht. Wer Sie vergewaltigt hat, hat uns vergewaltigt.
Excuse me, sir, don't you think you ought to eat something? You haven't had anything all day, sir.
No, thank you. Thank you, Goethe. I'm all right.
Well, sir?
I'm Dr. Egon Chrysler. I come to lodge an official protest.
These quarters are private, Herr Doctor. Didn't you see the sign? If you have a complaint, make it to the purser.
Already did. He denies responsibility. I can assume either you're not in control of your ship's activities, or worse, you have been party to the mockery of your passengers.
Leave us. Will you sit down, Herr Doctor?
You will not distract me with ceremony.
As you please.
I come here to demand a personal explanation.
You have me at a disadvantage, Herr Doctor. I have no idea.
We were to see a film. A romantic comedy. Instead, we were treated to the newsreels of Mr. Adolf Hitler. Did you approve of this?
I neither approve nor knew of it, and I assure you it shall not happen again. I frankly admit there appears to have been a lapse of good taste.
Thank you, Captain. Good night.
Good night. What do you know about this man, Günther? Chrysler.
I hear, sir, that he's an eminent doctor. He used to be at the University of Berlin.
Egon Chrysler, yes, professor. Interesting. Of all the passengers, he is the only one who came to see me.
Perhaps,
Yes?
perhaps if the passengers got to know you, sir.
Oh, no. I have to stand apart. That's the only way to see trouble before it begins.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Günther, tell Mr. Miller the recreation hall is to be converted Friday evenings and Saturday mornings for religious services. There is a rabbi on board. Notify him, will you?
Yes, sir. Good night, sir.
From the Director General, sir. Imperative, you make all speed. 2 other refugee ships sailing for Havana. No cause for alarm, but situation in Havana fluid.
There's no cause for alarm. Why make all speed?
Any increase in speed, sir, and there won't be a passenger in the dining room.
Heinrich.
Sir?
If we change course, heading north of the Azores instead of this loop to the south, how much time would we save?
At our present speed, sir, about half a day. But the seas will be much rougher.
we'll change course. But hold present speed. Herr Steinmann. To Director General Holtzhus in Hamburg. Can improve arrival time by 12 hours. If more required, request immediate explanation situation Havana. You get that?
Yes, sir.
We are being used, Ostermeyer.
For what, sir?
I don't know.
Dearest, shall I get Dr. Glauner again?
No. What for? Who needs him? I'm all right.
The sea air will do you good, he said so. When you're better, we'll be able to go for walks.
Yeah, sure. You'll have me singing and dancing and swimming next.
Well, why not? No, by Saturday, you'll feel more like yourself.
What's going to be with you? What's going to happen? Who's going to look after you?
Radio message from Hamburg, sir. Urgent.
We are decoding it now, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Proceed all possible speed. Situation in Havana now critical. A wave of anti-Semitism sweeping Cuba.
It's your responsibility to see that the St. Louis docks classing, right?
Oh, yeah. My responsibility. But it was your agents who bribed the press, yeah? You stirred up this storm of anti-Semitism, yeah? Now everything is my responsibility.
Luis, my friend, what a pleasure to see you.
May I introduce to you my assistant, Herr Hoffmann?
How do you do?
How do you do? Your assistant, eh?
Yes. His Excellency, Manuel Benitez, Director of Immigration.
Please, please. Hola, Michelle. Beautiful girl. The one with the short hair. French, or so she says. Would you like to know her?
Manuel, we have an urgent problem.
Problem?
By President Bru's decree, yeah, the Port Authority tells me that the St. Louis will not even be permitted to enter the harbor.
Please, Luis, we have had 9 presidents in the last 4 years. The last one did not even have time to get out of the bathtub before he was deposed. Bru is no problem.
But he has signed this decree. We must get him to cancel, yeah?
We are wasting time. How much will it take to bribe him?
Mozo. 2 refrescos más, por favor. You will not get very far in La Habana, Senor Hoffman, if you persist in thinking like a tourist. You must learn to understand the Cuban mentality. Look what has happened already. First, you tell us how disgusting these refugees are. Then you protest because we do not accept them with open arms.
Manuel, you guaranteed these landing permits. Up to now, your association with my company has been highly profitable, but I don't see how it can continue.
I have told you not to worry, Luis. Tell me, what is this famous decree called?
What do you mean?
Decree number 937. the exact number of refugees on this ship.
Yeah, but the people on San Luis, yeah? If I understand you...
No, that's the beauty of it, you see. The permits were issued on the 2nd of May. The decree was signed on the 5th of May, so it cannot affect them. The president has made his little gesture, and nobody is harmed. The Cuban mentality.
I must inform you of your legal right to remain silent. But if you do, this matter will be referred to a higher authority.
I don't even know why I'm here.
You disobeyed my direct order against using this voyage to make political propaganda.
As party representative.
That gives you no special privileges, Sydow. Your record is filled with complaints from passengers. In addition, you've made accusations against my officers. You've also incited other members of the crew to disobey orders. Under maritime law, that is mutiny.
If I've been too officious in my desire to serve the party...
I warn you, Sydow. One more complaint against you, and I shall have you put ashore at the nearest port.
Captain, I beg the captain's pardon.
That's all.
I think we should have gone to the service cabin. You ought to mix more with the others. I think we should have gone, Carl.
It's all part of it.
Part of what?
Just wanted to check on who's there.
Oh. I don't believe that. The captain's trying to make things easier for us.
Why? He's one of them.
I thought that I would take this in for Anna. As a surprise. She can wear it at the masked ball. Don't you think she'll look pretty in this car?
All our letters, our photographs, our private papers. Our whole life was in that case.
Well, they're gone now. They're just things. Things can be replaced. It's better that they're lost. Better to start again without them.
They're just playing with us. We'll never get off this ship.
Don't talk like that, Carl. We've had years of being afraid. Years of it, and now it's over. We sold everything to get away. But we'll never escape if we bring that fear with us. You've got to help me. I can't do everything on my own. I'm not that Listen. We have to reach him. He is retreating into himself. Do you understand?
I've seen him cry
If you want to
before.
help him, go up there, find some young people, and make friends.
Mother,
If
I
he
can't
sees
stand
that
to see
you're
him.
happy, that's what will help him.
I can't bear to see him cry.
It's Lily. It's Lily. I'm sorry, my darling. I didn't mean to speak to you like that. Carl, this is a ship. It's just a ship. It's not a prison.
We're the lucky ones. In just a few days, we're going to be in Havana. And then we'll be in America. And we can walk down the streets and no one will even look at us. And while you're getting well again, I can find work. And so can Anna. You'll see, Carl, it will be a good life. And no one will ever hurt you again.
What are you thinking?
Just thinking.
What? What's past is past. Remember what you said, a new life beginning for both of us. What's wrong?
I'm just tired, that's all. You're very lovely.
I see what it is that's wrong. You're still thinking of that girl.
Denise, please.
Great Egon Chrysler. So cool. So detached. In search of youth.
Stop it, Denise. There was no love in it.
You don't understand. It was not like with us. I was a trophy for her.
You didn't love her?
No.
Do you love me?
We are together.
Yeah, come, it's cold for you, Joseph. Come, we go.
Hello? Did you see the Azores?
No.
How's your father? Is he better?
Why? Do people talk about it?
No.
No. Oh, it is just that... Well, my mother is very, very worried that if they think he's really ill, the authorities in Cuba might send him back.
Well, why would they send him back?
Well... You won't say anything?
No. I promise.
For the last 2 years, my father's been hounded by the Gestapo.
Gestapo?
I'll tell you what it's been like.
Well, what did he do?
He was a lawyer. Everybody liked him. And Jews weren't allowed to work anymore. Couldn't see him for months. Each time I saw him, I couldn't believe how much he'd changed.
Somebody's coming.
You get into trouble if you're seen talking to me?
No. I was thinking of you.
Me? Well, I better be going anyway.
Might I see you tomorrow?
I'm not going anywhere.
I meant here.
Right here? Yeah. Yeah, if you want to. Well, goodbye then, Max. Good night.
These children of yours,
My daughters.
They have landing permits.
And visas.
Good.
They were issued 3 weeks ago by the Cuban consul in Hamburg.
Good.
And signed.
The landing permits, that would have been, what's his name?
Benitez.
The man's a thief, you know.
A thief?
Giving out landing permits to refugees is not just stretching the law, it's making a fortune and also making the hopeless mistake of not sharing the profits with the right people. I'd stay on the black, querida.
Never approved.
Let's say, Dr. Strauss, that these children of yours could come ashore. Do you have enough money to support them? We have our fascists in Cuba also. And I oppose them because they too are petty small men who abuse their power. I think we can honor your visa. If necessary, I will post the guarantee.
I can't thank you enough, sir.
Please. Something's still troubling your mind, Doctor.
Well, people are saying that the St. Louis might not be even allowed to enter the harbor.
I have 300 tons of sugar consigned to a portion of the profits of which will go to the right people. I'm a businessman. I take precautions.
What about the passengers?
I shall use what influence I have.
So it's certain.
In Havana, Doctor, the only thing one can be certain of is a cigar.
Hello, Berg. Can I have a word with you?
No, I'm sorry, Shindig. I don't have time.
That's not very friendly. Oh, these are strange times, Berg. You know, it's my job to make sure that the party's influence is maintained. It's not always easy. We should help each other.
What do you want?
As party representative, I have to know what's going on.
And what's that got to do with me?
Well, you're a close friend of the captain's steward, Max Günther. I mean, he must hear things, have a quick look at radio messages.
Wait a minute. You're asking me to spy?
In your own interest, Berg. I have to keep a lookout for subversives. And your close friend, Max Günther, is a Jew lover. You know what that means? You know the Nuremberg racial laws, and I've seen you crawling to them too.
Yeah. Well, if it's a choice between them and you, I know which I take.
Oh, I have witnesses for that.
Do you think I care? To hell with you and your party. After all your promises, you just make life not worth living. Threats. Spying on each other. I'm sick of it. Maybe the others are afraid to tell you, but I'm not.
You are on my list.
Aegon, those men with the shaved heads, are they criminals?
They're teachers. I talked to them. The only crime is that they're Jews. Oh, it's good.
It's shameful. They're everywhere, like animals in a field.
It's natural.
How do they know which ones of them are Nazis?
They're young. They're afraid. They make love as an escape. It's an affirmation of life.
For God's sake, Aegon, I know that.
Bridge.
Men overboard, port side, sir.
Man overboard, sir. Port side.
Stand by to go, hard about.
Was it a passenger? I saw him jump. It was Berg, Heinz Berg, from the engine room.
He's a sailor.
Even if he's still alive, he will be miles behind by now. There's no chance of finding him in the dark. Poor Berg.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Herr Classy? This is Maurice Troper, head of the Jewish agency in Europe. Louis Classy, director of the Hamburg America line here.
You're an American, Herr Trooper.
Yeah, a thirsty one.
Of course. Please, sit down. What would you like?
A cold beer, please.
Do you, Herr Goldschmidt?
Yeah, the same, please.
Dos cervezas frío, por favor.
Si, senor.
When did you arrive?
2 o'clock this morning.
You must be tired.
No.
I understand. You have come from Paris. Lovely city, Paris.
Huh? Loteria?
No, gracias. No,
Mr. Classy,
Loteria?
I'd like some straight answers.
Regarding what?
The landing permits that your company supplied to the passengers in St. Louis. They're not worth the paper they're written on.
They are of limited value, yes.
but they are adequate to the extent of permitting the passengers to come ashore.
That's definite.
I have the personal word of the Director of Immigration.
Benitez, Immigration Chief. Gets no marks for honesty.
He is a politician, Herr Goldschmidt.
Yeah, well, I don't like it. All of a sudden, 1,000 Jews are allowed to leave Germany. Why? Why?
It was a gesture.
The beginning of a thaw, Morris. Yeah? And as soon as they sail, this Nazi propaganda starts. In Europe, in all the Americas. Why is that?
Why? You people are so suspicious, always looking for hidden meaning.
And your people taught us. With guns, with clubs, in concentration camps.
There's no need to be offensive.
Classy? All I know is there's something rotten here, and I'm going to find out what it is.
I'm afraid I can't help you, Herr Trooper. I am only a shipping agent. Good day, gentlemen.
I will permit the St. Louis to anchor and be serviced. You surprise me, my dear Remus. You supported the decision very warmly at first.
Because it was a way of stopping Benitez. It put an end to his racketeering. But I had not taken into account the moral issues.
I have noticed before, you sometimes confuse what is moral and what is practical. We have no obligation to those people. Their permits to land are legal only for tourists. And by no stretch of the imagination can refugees forced to leave their own country be considered as tourists.
What about General Batista? He is said to be in favor of them landing.
I shall soon be in a better position not to care one way or the other.
He will wait to see what you decide and then do exactly the opposite. And there's also the American attitude to consider.
Batista and Roosevelt, the two ringmasters of Cuban politics. Batista will say nothing because he's afraid of losing his popularity. As for Roosevelt, he also has elections coming and rising unemployment in America. Like me, he will study the situation and do what is politically expedient. My conscience is clear. I have acted throughout and will continue to act only in the best interest of the people of Cuba.
American music, Edgar. How appropriate.
Good evening, Mercedes.
May I compliment you on your costume, Mrs. Krasner?
Somewhat overdressed, perhaps.
May I have the honor of this dance, Miss Rose?
No. She's promised this dance to me.
Mrs. Rose, will you care to dance?
Yes.
Surprise.
I thought you weren't going to come. Wish you could be in there. Can you sneak in?
No. I'm not allowed to.
Dress you up like a bandit. You know, put a mask over your face. You just think. Day after tomorrow, be in Havana.
Yes. I tried to watch you dancing.
You see me?
Yes.
Make you jealous?
I wouldn't tell you if I was. Anna, there's something that I'd like to tell you. It's...
I know. Once we get to Havana, I'll go ashore and you'll just...
Wien, Wien, nur du allein soll steht die Stadt meine Träume sein. Dort, wo die alten Häuser stehen, dort, wo die glücklichen Mädchen gehen. Wien, Wien, nur du allein soll steht die Stadt meine Träume sein. Dort, wo ich glücklich, selig bin, ist Wien, ist Wien, mein Wien.
That's curious. Those Jews, they miss Germany.
Why not? After all, they're Germans.
Do you know some Cuban music, something fast and gay? A conga.
Yes, certainly.
Play a conga.
Conga.
Who is it?
Younger, very
see you for a moment?
Don't go away. Certainly.
Professor Weiler has just died.
Why do you need me?
Well, the captain would like you to verify the cause of death.
I'm coming. Yes, I agree with your diagnosis. From what you have told me, it was a massive coronary occlusion.
You doctors. My husband died of a broken heart. If you will excuse me, I should like to be alone with my husband. Thank you, Captain. Doctor, thank you.
You wanted to see me, Captain.
How did you know?
Well, Dr. Glauner's diagnosis didn't need any confirmation.
You see the frigate birds this afternoon? We are very close to shore.
Why did you want to see me?
Because I have confidence in you, Herr Professor. I received a radio message about an hour ago from the chief of Hamburg America in Havana. The Cuban president has decreed that the St. Louis is in violation of Cuban law.
You mean, you might deny entry?
I doubt if it will come to that.
So what are your plans?
I would like to form a committee of passengers whom I could consult and who would confer with me to prevent panic. Will you head that committee? Herr Professor, I need someone who will be respected by your people.
I'm terribly sorry, Captain. No, I'm not the right man for that. But of course, I'm at your disposal whenever you need me.
Good night.
Good night.
My dear Mr. Trope, I do wish you'd sit down and try to understand that the fact that the ship will be permitted now into the harbor is a step forward. As things move in Cuba, slowly, step by step.
Yeah, I know, mañana.
That does not merely mean tomorrow, Mr. Trooper. Mañana is a whole philosophical condition. You really should try to understand the Cuban mind.
Everybody tells me that. But I do understand the German mind.
We must, all of us, do everything in our power to help those poor people on the boat. Of course.
Can you get me a meeting with the president?
I would have to suggest a unique reason.
What about 937 reasons? What the hell is happening here? Classic. He says he acted in good faith. Goldsmith is worn out. Benitez wants more money. Batista waits on the sidelines. Brewer's unavailable, and you say mañana. The only thing I've been offered on this island are bananas, cigars, and whores.
We're a poor country. We must sell what we have.
Including your politicians.
No, Mr. Trooper. You don't honestly believe that Cuba has a monopoly on corruption. You can afford to be more or less sophisticated. We're poorer and more primitive. We must be more or less open. It's really very simple. Your Jews are for sale. Their lives are a matter of negotiation.
Simple as that, huh? The lives of 937 people. Just a commodity like everything else. How do I start the bidding?
Well, you noticed what the president said when he decided not to admit the refugees, that they would be an intolerable burden on the economy. Now, that's where he offered you your opening. Your approach will be that your agency is prepared to put up a bond, a sufficiently large bond to cover the living expenses of these poor people. For, what, 6 months?
And, this consideration will make them welcome as guests instead of charity cases. What's the opening bid?
Look at the land.
I can't see. What are we looking at?
There's Havana over there, look.
The harbor pilot, sir. I am to take you into the Hamburg America Pier, signore. You may dock there to refuel, then you must anchor out in the harbor.
Why?
I'm only carrying out orders, signore.
Very well. She's yours.
Can you see your children? No, it's too far.
Hagon, you know something. It's not Berlin.
I'm afraid not.
Oh, I can't wait to get ashore. Oh.
You have a daughter here, haven't
Yes.
you? Yes, she's been here nearly a year, teaches languages. Schroeder, please.
Come with me, sir.
Yeah, pasa. Oh, I'm with him. I'm Mr. Clausen's assistant.
You have identification?
Oh, sure.
This is for a German newspaper, the Stummer.
Yes, I represent the paper as well as Hapak.
I'm sorry, you cannot board, senor. Only those with passes issued by Cuban authorities.
Oh. Well, can I have one of the crew brought to me?
Contact is forbidden between anyone on the ship and anyone who comes to it. Folks, you must leave.
You see, I only want to give these magazines to a friend. It's, worth quite a lot.
Oh, hey, you! Hey, Stuart! I'm Robert Hoffman, friend of Otto Schindix. Will you please get it for me, quick? Otto Schindix, quick!
Hey, wait, I get this aquí.
Günther, was there someone from Hamburg America Line?
Yes, said his name was Hoffman. He asked for you.
Then why didn't you send for me? It was your duty to send for me.
There was no time. Anyway, the police moved him off the pier.
You think you're very clever, don't you? Someone special, Captain Stewart. Well, I've been watching you, Günther.
So you are the man behind all that rubbish.
I beg your pardon?
Your communications, I can see. A collection of half-truths, warnings, evasions.
Captain, I understand and I sympathize. I have no pleasure in this terrible business. This is why I came, to explain to you as much as I could.
Yes, I do have a right to know what this is all about. Listen. Passengers, landing permits, non-valid. Non-valid!
Unfortunately, this is true. The order was signed just before you left Hamburg.
Then why were we permitted to sail?
You see, Senor Benitez, the official who signed the order, assured us it would not apply in this case.
Sit down.
Thank you. But now, we cannot get in touch with Senor Benitez. He hides himself. He will not answer telephone calls.
And what have you done about it?
I?
Yes.
I tried to call him. What can I do? Captain, if you had any idea of my problems.
Your problems are not my concern, Herr Classing. All I want is to get my passengers ashore.
Of course. You know, Captain, you can think of it this way. You have landed your ship in Havana Harbor. Your part of this voyage is over. The passengers are no longer your concern. Think of it another way. They are Jews. Perhaps they can walk on water.
These people, Herr Classing, whether Jews or not, are my responsibility until they leave this ship. Never forget that. Now get off my ship. Get my passengers to Havana. And in God's name, be quick about it.
right, sir. I'll get this measured for you.
Thank you, Peter.
Keep looking. Maybe your father's there.
You think so? There they are, my darlings. Dita! Helga! Dita!
Dr. Strauss, of course. It's no consolation, but now I'm told that even with the fullest visas, they would not be allowed to come ashore.
But you said they would be landed if the right people would be taken care of.
Yes, but in this case, the only right person is the president. He is engaged in a game of political cat and mouse. Why don't you wear your glasses?
But you said there were other people powerful enough to do something.
Batista is in the shadows watching. I rather fear he will play the cat and the president the mouse.
And the foreign secretary?
Oh, Ramos is a man of passion.
What, please?
A man of compassion. Perhaps your only true hope. But, like all the rest, he will see no one. I'm afraid that's how it is, Dr. Strauss.
You gave me your word.
I know, I did. That's all I can do.
Who is this, please?
Oh, someone of no importance, but has many contacts in the government. It's against all the odds, but when there's nothing left to lose, we must bet on the long shot. Don't you agree?
Senor Esteves, I've not seen my children for nearly 2 years.
I know, Doctor. This whole thing is more serious than I thought. Ricardo, when a man like our president neglects business for politics, the time has come to think of investing abroad.
Well, when I said I'd report you, I mean, I do not have to. It depends.
On what?
I want to know what else was said at the committee meeting.
There must have been more. You were there. What else did the captain say?
Would you like a piece of strudel? It's good.
What did the captain say?
Oh, yeah. So he's stopping shore leave.
Stop it when?
As from now.
You can't do that.
How long for?
He said if the passengers couldn't go ashore, neither could the crew.
Hey, I'm stuck. Give me a hand, will you?
Oh, yes, the chain is caught in your hair.
Just pull it.
Well, I don't want to hurt you.
Give it a tug. Oh. Get me a cigarette, will you? I understand you waited for me.
Yes, well, I have to see you.
I'm flattered. Make yourself comfortable. You prefer me to undress you? Well, why did you insist on me? I remind you of someone. Perhaps your sister? Hardly a daughter.
My daughter's on the St. Louis.
Sit down, please. What is your name?
Dr. Eric Strauss.
What do you want from me?
Well, Jose Estedes thought you might be able to help me. You see, I've worked for over 2 years to bring my children here, and I can't get them off that ship.
What makes you think I can help you?
I don't think. I'm just desperate. You see, the chief of immigration won't see me, and my children have visas.
He's a pig.
My only hope, the only hope is to appeal to the foreign minister, and would you ask him to see me, please?
But I don't know him.
I'm sorry to have taken up your time.
Doctor, I know many other members of the government. Some very well. I can't promise, but I will try to arrange an appointment for you.
Thank you.
Could you have imagined it, Aaron? Having to have patrols to stop us committing suicide?
The committee thinks they are needed.
Again. Two days ago, you were a journalist.
May I go on board now?
Yes, but leave, please. Nothing is permitted to be taken on board.
What newspaper?
Der Stunde.
I was expecting Herr Clausing. Why did he send you? Is there news?
None. To be perfectly frank, your passengers are of no interest to me. I'm senior intelligence operative in the Caribbean. I report direct to Admiral Canaris.
Up there? Then what connection do you have with the St. Louis? Why are you here?
You stopped all shore leave while you are anchored in Havana.
So what?
Well, you'll grant shore leave as from today.
You think you can give me orders on board my own ship?
The orders come from Berlin. If you disobey them, be prepared to accept the consequences for yourself and your family. I take no pleasure in threatening you, Captain. You're one of us. If I tell you that we have information about a device that can locate submarines by sound waves, vital information that must be got back to Germany, I'm sure I can rely upon your sense of honor and duty as a naval officer. The first group will go ashore this evening. Among them will be the steward, Shindig. Good.
Oh, excuse me, sir. There's a gentleman from the Jewish
No,
agent.
not now, Winter. Tell me, what will happen to my passengers?
I'm only involved in the intelligence side of this voyage. The propaganda aspects are not my concern.
Propaganda? What do you mean?
It was never intended for your passengers to land. Sheer brilliance, isn't it? But can't you see? We forced the world to realize that there is a problem with these people. We're developing methods of dealing with them. And when we rid Germany of the problem, no one will have the right to object. It's been a most useful exercise. Good day, Captain.
I can't tell you how many phone calls I have had from colleagues and ministers imploring me to agree to this meeting, all due, I believe, to a friend of yours, young lady. She seems very mysterious, and I was curious to know exactly what... Yes, your daughters are more important, of course. Forgive me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I've just waited so long. Everything I have is gone to pay for landing permits, then visas. I've lived only to get them to safety.
Your daughters really have visas?
Yeah. I got them from the consul in Hamburg. My wife was to collect them, but She thought the landing permits would be enough.
Do you have sufficient funds now to support your daughters?
Only the $7 a week I get from the Jewish agency.
What kind of doctor are you?
For the children. I work in the public clinic in Havana 5 days a week.
Then you receive a salary?
Only meals. I have no license to practice in Cuba.
So why do you work there?
I saw need for me. I wanted to repay a little for being allowed to stay in Cuba.
If your daughters really have visas, it's a pity there's no record of it.
Senor Benitez of Immigration refuses to listen unless I pay him $1,000 each.
Benitez. Dr. Strauss, come with me.
¿Descansaste bien? Qué sabroso, ¿eh? Sí, claro que me recuerdo, ¿cómo me iba a olvidar? Sí, claro. Oye, tengo que despedirme, te llamo más tarde. Adiós.
You will issue duplicate visas at once.
Visas? What visas?
For the two daughters of Dr. Strauss aboard the St. Louis.
That is impossible. No one is to be allowed off.
You will do it now.
But that ship is a gold mine.
You're already under investigation. You will issue those visas, or you'll be taken at once to Moro prison.
Pleasure to be of service, senor. The names, ages, and places of birth of your children, please.
See you soon. See you soon. Bye.
¿Sabes algo de lo que...?
What happened? Bad, Milton. How bad? He says the publicity and the pleas for mercy make it impossible for him to reach an objective decision. He's ordering the St. Louis out of Cuban waters.
For good?
No. He says he'll reopen negotiations after she's gone if we produce a deposit of $500,000. Yeah. Real cute one.
Well, what are we going to do?
Well, we're on the ropes, but we got a few rounds left, huh? You continue here, I'll try a few other places. First, I've got to see those people on the ship again. How do I explain this, Milt? What do I tell them?
We're making progress. You guys keep the pressure on.
We will not die. We must not sail. 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 We will not die. We must sail.
I have been asked to speak to you.
When do we land? Yes, when? Well?
Brothers and sisters, do not give up hope.
We have visas. Why can't we land?
Yeah. Yes.
We of the relief agency here in New York, throughout the world, are working to bring you to safe harbor.
You're there.
We want to land here in Havana.
Yeah.
We have
The American
visas.
ambassador is waiting to hear from Franklin Roosevelt at any moment.
Tell them we're responsible people. We don't want charity.
We have a right to land.
We have teachers,
We have every right to land.
You will be saved.
Yeah, when? Yes. When?
The whole world is watching you and praying for you. We are one family. You are my family. And throughout the centuries, we have survived because we never lost hope. May God bless you. And watch over you.
We need help, not prayers.
What did you say?
Lunchtime. You're not getting dressed?
It's too hot to eat. I think I'll stay here. Those people, boats calling up. This heat. Aegon?
Stand back! Put those guns down! Put them down! Get those guns down! Or I'll have my crew throw you off this ship! Please try to stay calm. This cannot help you. Is it true? Are we leaving? Please go to the social hall. Your committee will give you full information there.
Mira. Miriam, it's Mira. Oh.
Where'd you come from? How did you get here? I kept expecting you to land. I didn't get a pass until today.
We watch the shore, every boat.
Poppy. Oh, dear. I only have 3 minutes.
Minutes? You look different. Not just older, but changed.
Times have changed, Poppy.
Such expensive clothes you have. Makeup? What have you done to your eyes?
It doesn't matter. I just wanted to see you, find out how you are.
I don't like it. And what is that? Why are you wearing that?
It doesn't mean anything.
So why are you wearing it?
It helps me.
Me?
Ándale, señorita.
Sí, un momentito. Here. Take this. Hide it quickly. 1,300 American dollars. It's for you.
Where did you get it?
I have many friends here. They helped me. I was trying to buy visas for you, but the price kept rising.
I don't understand so much money. How did you get it?
It's mine. I earned it.
How? How?
Miriam, please.
I earned it for you. It may still help you. Put it away for God's sake.
You get a pass when no one else can. You come here made up, looking like...
Oh, there's so little time. We're wasting it.
I don't.
No! Miriam!
She's our daughter.
For everything that's happened, there's a reason. No questions.
Thank you.
Maybe this cross helps people to accept it.
Yes, I hide behind it. I love you. Not much hasn't changed. I love you. I'll live for the day we can be together again. I've got to go. I must go.
No, Mira. Mira, God go with you.
I had so many things I wanted to say. Now I don't even know where she lives.
Small boat's clear, sir.
Weigh anchor. And what are the figures, Amila?
Well, at present level, sir, we have enough food and water for 10 or 11 days. More if we introduce rationing.
Now, Ostermeyer.
Well, fuel's the problem, sir. We still have enough to get back to any port in Europe, but only if the decision is made within 24 hours.
Sir, official-looking craft approaching off the port bow.
The U.S. Coast Guard cutter.
She is signaling. Stand by to receive message.
Mrs. Weiner, is it possible?
It's possible.
Message ends.
Read it to me.
Attention, Captain St. Louis. You are violating U.S. territorial limits. Do not approach any closer. Do not attempt to land. You will not, repeat, not be permitted to dock at any United States port. Acknowledge.
Signal. Message received and acknowledged. Heading east-northeast.
East-northeast, sir.
Proceed at best speed.
Yes, sir. What destination?
Max.
Yes?
Mr. Posner, may I have a word with you for a minute, please?
Yes. Come in.
Thank you. I shouldn't really be here telling you this, but everybody thinks we're on our way back to Cuba. Well, we're not. We're going back to Hamburg.
I don't believe it. The captain would have made an announcement.
Oh, well, he's going to. He's going to make an announcement. But not until we're a day on our course.
And why are you telling me this, Max?
Why? Because I thought you ought to know. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Mr. Posner, can I ask you something?
Please.
What's it like to be a Jew in Germany?
That is something one is constantly being reminded of. Being Jewish. Max. Shalom.
Tell him.
Yes.
What's he gonna do?
I don't know.
nothing anyone can do. The only way off this ship is the way my father chose.
No, please, please.
It's true.
Please don't say
Don't you
that.
see? Don't you see? Anyone that got away. Oh, me. I'm so afraid. Not strong. I'm not brave like my father was. I'm so afraid of those camps. The things they do there. Never known. Never really known what it is to be a woman. Promise me. Promise I won't go to one of those camps. Promise. Promise. Promise me.
You know that? Prost!
Prost! I tell you what, you are all on my list.
We're going to search this cabin.
Why?
I have authority to check on troublemakers like you.
You can't touch that.
It's time you had your heads shaved again.
Günther! Günther! Günther, open up.
Still here, Mr. Trooper? I said I'd sent word.
Yes, well, I thought something might be decided.
Hardly likely today, as the Prime Minister has other things to think about, too, you know.
Yes, I realize that.
Now, I can only repeat, King Leopold was touched by your plea and has spoken to Queen Wilhelmina of Holland and the President of France, but they have agreed nothing definite as yet. Now, I'm sure you'll be much more comfortable in your hotel.
No, I'll wait here.
Well, if you insist, at least let me order you some tea or coffee.
No, thank you.
You do realize that it's not a matter of a few hours. No answer can be expected for quite some time, so you must remain calm, Mr. Trooper.
Oh, I am. I am calm. I've always been calm. I was calm in New York, I was calm in Cuba, I was calm in London, I was calm in Paris. I'm very calm.
I understand your anxiety, Mr. Trooper, but there comes a time when you must trust someone.
You're right. Forgive me. But you see, I've run out of people. You're the end of the line.
Excuse me.
Madame,
Isn't that Anna Rosen's dress?
Mrs. Rosen asked for it to be cleaned immediately.
Where is she?
She hasn't left her cabin for the last 2 days.
Give it to me. I'll take care of it. Mrs. Rosen? Mrs. Rosen, it's Denise Chrysler. May I come in? Oh, my God.
Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, that's good. Have they removed the stain? I made it for Anna. She wore it to the ball.
No.
I did everything for her. I tried. I really tried, but she's gone. She's gone. I wasn't there when she needed me, and yeah, she was so delicate. I'm so worried that she's cold.
Mrs. Rosen, don't. Come, please, get up. Come with me.
What are you doing?
Come with me. We're going out of here.
What are you doing here?
Come with me. We're leaving you. Come.
Get out. Go away
Mrs.
from me.
Rosen.
Leave me alone.
Your husband is alive. He's in a hospital in Cuba. He will get well again. He'll need you when he gets out. What you're doing is wrong.
No, you don't understand. I have to be punished. I was wrong. I failed them. Now, I want God to see that I'm sorry. I really am sorry. Please. Please. He must give her back to me.
Listen to me. Anna is dead. She's dead, do you hear me? But you're alive. Your husband's alive.
No!
What will he say when you're not there?
No! No! Don't talk to me anymore! I have things to do! There are things I have to do!
All right. All right. Here, give it to me. I'll help you. You want to humiliate yourself? You want to punish yourself? Is that what you want? Here, see that? Is that what you want? There. There. Look at yourself. Look at yourself.
Fools without the courage to face life.
You know them? You know how they felt?
You understand them. You understand them giving in. You understand fear. I despise them. I despise.
Then
No! Make me feel guilty because I want to live. To be with you, who, not like them, they threw their lives away.
But you have to feel some sympathy for them.
Yes, I pity them. But they died like poor children afraid of the dark. That's what we've all become.
Denise.
I won't accept that. I won't accept it. I want the man I married. You used to be so arrogant. So sure of yourself. Now you've become weak, uncertain.
At least I stopped pretending.
Why are you giving in?
Do you know what's going to happen to us?
All over the ship, people are making plans, trying to find some way out. But you just...
You don't realize. In 2 days' time, when we land, the Gestapo will be waiting for us.
Look at this. This is how it will end for all of us. We have no more time. Go to the captain. Make him do something.
What is our position?
230 miles west-southwest of Land's End, on the southwest of England.
They're taking over the ship!
You have no chance. You'll need to control the engine room as well, and every man on the crew.
We have you and your officers. You are our hostages.
For what?
To save our lives, to save everyone's life. Now you will set a course for any place except Germany.
No matter what you do. I will not give the order to move my ship off its course. Without that order, you can do nothing. He's the helmsman, for God's sake. Let him go.
Don't anybody try to fight. And you will not get hurt.
We sympathize with you, every man here. But what you are doing now is mutiny. All right. If you put down your weapons and leave, I promise no action shall be taken against you.
No!
What's going on here? Are you crazy? Release him!
If you are not with us, get out of here! Get out! Get out this bridge!
So that you continue with your stupidity. You're alone. No other passenger will join you.
We don't need any more. Get out!
Yes, that the crew will storm the bridge and you all are finished.
For God's sake, tomorrow we will reach the English coast. After that, we turn into the channel. It's only 1 day sail to Hamburg. Captain, every man that was released from the camps was given 14 days to leave Germany and told if he returned, he would be executed. We will not go back.
I shall do everything within my power to prevent that. I'll give you my solemn word.
Your word. As a German officer?
As a Christian.
It was the Christians that built the camps! It was the Christians that were starving and killing us! Oh, your word as a Christian?
No. His word as a man. Do you know what this man did for us? He tried to get permission for us to land. From the Cuban president. From our own ambassador in Havana. And you know what he risked? He has children. He has a family.
And what guarantee do we have
Then he still will not land us in Hamburg. We have him as a guarantee. Do you know how to run a ship? If you take over, we all are lost. Aaron,
Take the wheel, Costa. Maintain present course.
Yes, sir. Present course.
This incident is over. We will all forget it. Thank you, Professor. I'm very grateful to you. I want to show you something. This was slipped under my door just after we left Havana. It's signed by 200 of your fellow passengers. They all swore that rather than be taken back to Hamburg, they'll link arms and jump into the sea.
We are desperate people, Captain.
I never doubted the sincerity of the letter.
You must do something immediately. Otherwise, you bring an empty ship into Hamburg.
Professor, tomorrow we shall be off the coast of Sussex in England. There is a reef of concealed rocks about a quarter of a mile from shore, just about where we're supposed to enter the channel. I intend to run my ship onto that reef, set her on fire, and evacuate my passengers ashore. However, it has to look like a genuine shipwreck. You realize what would happen to us if there's any suspicion at all?
Do it. Don't tell anyone, just do it.
Still no news for you, I'm afraid.
Been here for 2 days.
Well, I did warn you. I'm sorry, Mr. Tropper. I must go back in.
start sending the SOS.
We should be able to see the coast of England very soon.
There's something coming through, Captain.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have just received a cable. It reads as follows. Final arrangements for disembarkation of all passengers complete. Governments of Belgium, Holland, France, and England have each agreed to accept passengers. The St. Louis will dock at Antwerp. Our prayers have been answered. Godspeed to the St. Louis. Signed, Morris Troper.